Hell, welcome back to the spot. Live from the Chattahoochee, it's your boy Jonathan Bam Rivers, Team Bam. Believe and motivate. Continuing with the series, Life Without Limits. We're going to change the world through speaking and encouraging, baby. That's what I've been blessed with, and that's what we're going to do. Believe and motivate. Now, this message today is coming from a place of transparency. So I really feel like it's going to bring that extra thump. Like the messages I've brought in the past, I feel like were exciting. I feel like I brought that passion, but now I want to bring that transparency. I want to bring that area of weakness that I had as a man, that I had to really go through those trials and tribulations and show you how God has used those to move me into another part of my life where I can step into my greatness. And I hope that that same thing can happen for you. But before I get there, I want to ask you a question. Are you going to participate or are you going to spectate? Yeah, take some time to think about it. Are you going to participate or are you going to spectate? All right, because if you're sitting here and you're trying to answer this question with words, if you're going to sit here and tell me, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, you look in the mirror and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that only, then you are going to spectate. But if you're going to be about that action, if you're going to step out and move forward in life, if you're going to step into your greatness, if you're going to bust down any door and reject any box that's placed in front of you, then you're about the option of participating. You're not trying to lay back and let things be handed to you. You're trying to go get it. That's how you participate. And to be honest, I'm going to break it down. It's going to be real simple. The one way to know whether or not you're going to participate or you're going to spectate, if you spectate, your words will supersede your actions. But if you participate, your actions will supersede your words. It's that simple. Let me rewind to a time of my life, probably about 8 or 9 years ago when I was a coach and a teacher. And when I tell you how much I love coaching, just football and baseball, I just love coaching. I love the schematic aspect of it. I love encouraging. I love making sure people have the core and the foundation of being successful, and that's being disciplined. And this is my passion. It's what I love to do. In the storm that I was going through, you know how I know it was a true storm? Because it was taking the passion away from me. I mean, I dealt with situations to where my character was being questioned, manhood being questioned. Things that I have worked for in life were questioned. My integrity as an individual were questioned. I had people that I called family, friends, like comrades. You understand what I'm saying? Look at me and turn their back on me. And I'm looking around and saying, what happened? It's like I woke up one day and the sun wasn't shining anymore. I woke up one day and all the clouds were dark. And I was caught off guard and couldn't handle it. And you know what happened? I started becoming a spectator. You know, I was living, I had breath in my body, but I wasn't acting. I wasn't participating in life. I was sitting there being a spectator. I was watching life go by while I sat back in the fetal position and hoped not to get hurt anymore. Like, that was my mindset. I was hoping that I would not get hurt anymore because the hurt that I sustained, it was too much for me at that time. And you know what it was? You know how I looked at myself? I looked at myself as a victim instead of a victor. I looked at myself as being defeated instead of stepping into my victory. That's what caused me to be a spectator. But I never forget the day. I was talking to one of my frat brothers, and he was sitting here. It's like, man, I'm really sorry that you're going through this situation. Come to find out, 3 or 4 months later, he was going through a certain situation, and I was there for him because I had already been through it. But that's another story for another day. But he sat there and told me, he said, Bam. He said, man, bro, just be strong, bro. He's like, look, I want you to know something. He's like, you're not alone. Man, when he said that, Bam, you're not alone, I knew that he meant he was there for me. But I knew that those words coming out of his mouth meant that God was always there with me. That I would never be alone in the midst of any storm, in the midst of any tribulation. And God has blessed me with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places. So there was no need for me to be a spectator. I had to participate in the midst of the storm. So that just opened up so many doors for me personally, mentally, spiritually, and allowed me to say, I don't care what happens in life. I will not be a spectator. I will not let my life go by with me watching. I will be doing. I will be participating. And I want to encourage you today. I don't know if it's about your job. Like, you may be on a job right now and you feel like you've been passed up for a promotion and now you're in your feelings. And now you feel like they're not doing me right. So I'm not going to give max effort because I was done the wrong way. That is a participant's attitude. It is not a participant's attitude. That's the attitude of a spectator. That's the attitude of somebody who's going to sit there and say, based on your circumstances, I'm going to let them get the best of me. I've been there. That's not what you want. You're stronger than that. You're bigger than that. You're smarter than that. You can get it done. I don't know if somebody's lied on you. I don't know if somebody has taken something from you. I don't know if you've lost a loved one in life. I don't know if you just don't have it inside of you right now to understand how great you are. But I'm here to tell you, you are great. All right? Greatness is available to those who make themselves available for greatness. So to make yourself available, you got to participate and you got to step out there. I don't care how hard the wind is blowing. If you out there trying to get your game going, keep moving. I don't care if the storm seems like it's never going to end. It will. Remember, it's darkest just before day. Right before that sun's going to shine, it may seem dark, pitch black, and it seems like nothing is going your way. But I'm here to tell you, there's always an opportunity for an out. And the way that you get out of your circumstance is to keep fighting. I mean, you got to keep jabbing. You got to keep swinging. You got to keep moving. You got to keep dodging. And sooner or later, because you're participating, you're going to break out of that circumstance. And you're going to be an encouragement to somebody else. That's what life is about. So again, I want to tell you, don't let your life go by and be a spectator. Don't be a spectator because you're going to miss everything that God has in store for you. And not only that, you're not going to be able to bless other people. You're not going to be able to put yourself in a position to change the world. And those bad things that happen are great for you because they help strengthen you. They help you internalize that hurt and that pain. But yet because that pain comes, you get to exhibit courage. Remember, courage is not being strong in the absence of fear. Courage is being strong in the midst of it. So now you know what I do? I welcome fear. I look at fear and say, what you got for me, baby? I've been in the gym all day. Metaphorically. What you got for me, fear? You're not stronger than I am. You're not tougher than I am. You're not harder than I am because I'm going to participate. I'm going to be about that action and everything that I do. Woo! Calm down. I'm going to breathe right now. Listen. Life without limits is not a saying. It's a lifestyle. You got to understand how to break free from chains that you put on yourself. No chain can hold you down if you let your mind and you release your mind and say, hey, the sky's the limit, baby. Look up. You know what I see right now? I see blue skies. I don't see a ceiling. I don't see limits. That's the way you got to live your life. And in order to live life without limits, one of the things that you have to do is participate. So I encourage you today, participate in life. Don't get caught spectating because your circumstances are hard. Your circumstances will make you harder. They won't break you. All right, it's your boy Jonathan Bam Rivers, Team Believe and Motivate. We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep changing the world. God bless everybody. I'm going to holler.